Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is June 27th, 2016, and we're about 3 days post-Brexit. And let's look at the economic calendar first. One thing coming out today, Draghi will be speaking. That's President Draghi, the ECB president, and that will be at 7:30 p.m. this evening, South African time. After the dust settles from last week's Brexit report, referendum, voted by the GBP to leave the EU, well, shockwaves have been hit in the markets. We're going to hit the GBP first. Let's look at the GBP USD first before we continue further. This is just a minute chart, so you see that there's a little bit of resilience here. But if we look at a 4-hour chart, we see how colossal this move was. They pushed it higher to 148, 149. You can see here, this doesn't do justice to it, but really what they did was that they really pushed this really as high as they could, and then when the news started coming out around 12 o'clock at night, it's South African time, it started selling off, making a correction, and then as things got confirmed that Brexit was won the vote, we had this tremendous sell-off, and we sold off all the way down to 133, 132-ish. Had a little bit of a retracement after that, a correction, and then this morning we gapped down to 134, and now it looks like we're just, we're rallying here from 133, 100 pips right here just on the upside. So, ultimately looking at a daily chart, looking at a weekly chart, we still don't have, we need to look at a monthly chart here, okay? We're at this all-time low since 2008, 2009, we hit 133-ish. The question is how much further we can either go down or how much further we can correct ourselves. So, to that you're going to have to just be patient and see day to day how we're trading until we have some sort of confirmation, some sort of bottom in terms of where the where Great Britain will be heading next economically. So, we're trading at 134 right now. Looking at the 5-minute chart, we see that there has been this little rally right here, about 75 pips, now selling off a little bit. But, ultimately I would expect it to still be choppy today. Okay, the next couple of days should continue being choppy in the GBP USD. Now, looking at the other markets, gold rallied, okay, into this move. Okay, we had this this move last week on Friday. Gold really rallied. We're looking at the markets just this morning. We gapped up a little bit this morning, but gold was a tremendous rally last week. Let's look at a 30-minute hour chart. There we go. So, where the Euro USD, the GBP all tanked, the safer haven investment like gold rallied. So we went from 1255 to 1348. It was a crazy move. And we're just one step closer to 1400. Looking at a weekly chart, with the top of the range here, we're trading at, we hit a high of 1350-ish level, and now we're trading at 1327. Do I expect some sort of correction to this? Yes, I do. The question is it going to happen today? Is it going to happen tomorrow? Is it going to happen next week, next month? That's really the question. We're going to have to keep an eye on this, again, how this unfolds. Trading very small, trading conservatively will do you justice, just in terms of not overexposing yourself to this crazy market. And looking at the Dow Jones here, Dow Jones also was rallied up into the market, and then as the future markets hit 12 o'clock, things started capitulating to 17,000, 18,000, 18,900-ish level, and then we just tanked after that. So it was a hard move to catch. Obviously, it just was extreme. Most of the traders that I know opted not to trade this market just because it was so crazy. We had a little bit of a short covering, and now looks like we're hitting this lower 17,145, and now we're just bouncing off of it at 17,225. So, looking at the daily, we've reached this 17,495-ish level, 17,500-ish level. So the next real support level is 17,000. Okay, so we're going to have to see how that plays out and to see how we're trading into that. You could say that there's a little bit of a support level here. Yeah, you could say that. Okay, so let's see if this does rally back into 17,500 range. As we've been trading within this, range of 17,880 and 17,425, but we've breached that. So let's see if we can make it back to 17,500-ish level to be optimistic. We are going into an election year. It's usually a bullish year for the U.S. markets. Looking at the Euro USD, Draghi will be speaking at 7:30 tonight, so it pays to see what's going on here. Obviously, the Brexit didn't fare well for the Euro USD here, as you can see. Also, at the same time, around 12 o'clock at night, we just started selling off as the news comes out that Brexit was going to start to be passed, and rumors were that Brexit was voted and was gaining some momentum. And so we see that, same thing as the GBP USD. We saw some extreme sell-off from 14,000. We settled at what we like at almost 110, okay, which was a previous support level for us, okay, and this is why it's nice to have these support levels just to keep it in context. We rallied right back to about to 111, okay, and then we've been just trading within that range since then, and we look like we gapped up this. We gapped down this morning. We look like we want to fill the gap. So again, lots going on in the markets. I can't go through every single one, but definitely looking at the markets, there have been a lot of momentum. There's still a lot of momentum. It's still very choppy, and let the dust settle before you could jump in until you find something. If you do, maybe get in a little bit tighter, maybe a little bit smaller position in order to anticipate that move. This is Razak at CMTrading. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.